and hopefully you kind of like this new format we're doing. I know I've never done a video like this. I've never done like the whole live Google Hangout, but I think it's pretty cool, and I'm sure you guys do too. So I want to thank you for joining me here. I've got a good friend of mine on here with me. His name is Russell Brunson. How are you, Russell?
Awesome, Anthony. How are you doing?
Can't complain, man. Can't complain. I actually just got back from a 3-year anniversary in Miami, so I think
That's
everybody that's joining us here today has probably seen the video now that I shot for him off the balcony. My poor girlfriend. We never have a break. We're always filming something. She is a professional filmer now. It's crazy. Very good. But listen, I brought all of you on here because there's a new company that's coming out that I'm a part of that I think is absolutely phenomenal. It's actually really exciting to me. Russell's also a part of it, and I brought him on here because I want him to kind of share. I like some of the stuff that I do. I tend, you guys already know that I tend to kind of share things with you that I've built from the ground up by myself. This is a company that I'm just a part of. It's not something that I've built by myself. Russell's a part of it, and so are a lot of other really talented, really great entrepreneurs online. And I think it's a great opportunity for everybody to kind of work together and all be on the same team. Doing things that are helping people, doing things that are innovative, and then obviously being able to make money with it. And so I brought Russell on. Russell, I want you to kind of give my students, I've got a lot of students from all over the world, and they're all on here. They're probably freaking out that this is the first live Google Hangout that I've ever done with them. But I want you to kind of give them maybe just a kind of a rundown of exactly what what the company is, because I like the way you explain it. I explain things, and I tend to kind of go on and on and on and on and on. Since this is kind of a live hangout, and I'm sure that everyone doesn't want to sit here all afternoon with us. Maybe you can kind of give them a concise overview, and then we'll chat about it and just kind of introduce it to everybody, because I think it's exciting.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of, so the backstory is kind of interesting. There's a group of guys, and they had this idea about a year ago, and I met them about 8 months ago, and they showed it to me. They showed me this app they were creating and this concept, and I fell in love with it. I thought it was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen, and I told them right then, I said, this is something that has the potential to be as big or bigger than like Facebook or Twitter, and I want to be part of it. So I jumped on 8 months ago, started working with these guys. And like I said, what they built is they've built this app, and the app is about to go live. Right now, we're kind of in a pre-launch phase right now, which is really exciting. And this app is this communication app that gives you the ability to communicate with people and build teams and a whole bunch of other really cool stuff. And what's cool about it, the company name is called Ripplin, and the whole concept behind it is all of us, like we all, every single day, we're sharing cool stuff, right? Like when you first heard about Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, how many people did you tell? Okay, I don't know about you, but like with Instagram, like I thought it was cool. I told a bunch of people, they told a bunch of people, and next thing I know, a year later, Instagram was bought by Facebook for $1 billion. And I didn't really get it because I did a whole bunch of marketing for the company, and I never got paid a paycheck. I never made any money at all. And I think all of us, like every single one of us, we're doing all this word-of-mouth marketing for these companies, and we're making them billions of dollars, and we never get paid off of it. And that was kind of this concept, is like, let's create an app, let's create something that'll track that ripple that we create. It'll track, like, when I share something with somebody and they share it, where does that go and what happens? And so this company, Ripplin, the pre-launch just happened, and what's cool is I started telling people about 7 days ago, and in 7 days, my ripple, in fact, I can see here on my computer, the ripple that I created right now, it is spread to 22,638 people. I'm 22 ripples deep, and I'm in 163 countries. Now, I had no idea that like my reach went that far, but it did. And so what's cool right now is that all of us have this time during this pre-launch to kind of start building our ripples and see where we can go. And then in about 6 weeks from now, the app is going to be released, where now we can communicate with our ripples and see a bunch of cool stuff. But then the exciting thing is, long term, this app is going to be kind of like an app that you can open up. Not only can you talk to people, but you can go in there and you can buy things. You can book movie tickets. You can get flights or hotels, or you can download apps or download games. And if you do any of that kind of thing, everybody that in your Ripple gets paid. So for me, if any of those 22,000 people in 163 countries, if they log into the app and they decide to download a game like Angry Birds, boom, I get paid some money. if they decide to go book movie tickets or to book a flight, whatever they want to do inside the app, I get paid money on it, and that's what's really exciting. And it's kind of a cool concept. And what's exciting about it, like I said, the company, the pre-launch started about 7 days ago, and right now it's growing faster than Facebook did. It's growing faster than Twitter did. It's literally going to be probably the fastest growing social network in the history of the world, and we are all part of this now behind the scenes before it's starting. And so I think it's cool about this, Anthony, is you're giving all of all the people that are watching this right now a chance to get in before it even goes live.
Yeah, for me, I I know, and I told you guys we're both, Russell and I are both part of this company, and I actually met the one of the co-founders, Brian, like probably a year ago, and he was showing me and talking to me about this whole gamification and teaching people that it's okay to get paid from your ripple effect, and I didn't really understand what that meant a year ago, obviously. But he was telling me, he's like, you've shared how many people are on Facebook right now because you told them about it. How many people are, like you said, on Instagram or Twitter or any of these different things, and why are you not getting paid when these companies are valued at billions of dollars and you never get a check, and yet you're the one helping it grow? And it didn't really register with me exactly how how powerful that was until a little later on. I was actually filming a TV show with Brian, and when he was telling me about this, and I was thinking, yeah, that sounds pretty cool, But then when I actually saw what's been put together, and when I kind of put the pieces of the puzzle, like his vision, completely together, I realized that it's a phenomenal way, because this is kind of the way of the world, right? Like everything you do is on an app. Like I said, I was just in Miami, and I was flying home, and I went through Atlanta. I'm going down this escalator, and they have these just ridiculous escalators. I mean, your ears pop going down the escalator, down the little train. And all the way down, they have the ceiling and the wall positioned so that there's this huge image. And normally, like back in the day, you would see like Coca-Cola there, or you'd see like Pepsi or McDonald's. That's the advertising they would do to all the people that are sitting there, looking up. And now it's download this app, so that everywhere you go, no matter what airport you're in, it's going to tell you where all the restaurants are and all the restrooms and all the hangouts and the sky clubs. And I'm thinking, so like I'm going down the escalator as I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I really could probably use this. I'm in the airport all the time, and I'm trying to download this app as I'm in the airport, So I mean, apps on your phone, I mean, this is kind of the way that everything is happening now. And so now with Ripple, or with Rippling, when you create this Ripple, you're actually going to profit from these downloads, like the things that people are doing and things they're sharing. And I think it's an awesome opportunity. And like you said, you have 23,000 people in 7 days. I mean, that's pretty phenomenal.
We're growing about, my Ripple right now is growing about 3,000 people a day, and it's exciting. I had no idea that I could reach that many people that fast. And my goal originally is like, if I can get it to 10,000 people in the next 2 months, that'd be cool. Now I'm like, if I can get to 100,000, or and it's become this really, really fun game. And I think it's cool. I want to invite everybody who's watching this hangout to be part of this game right now, because right now to get involved, Rippling is completely free. It doesn't cost anything, but you can start building your ripples. And I've got people who before this never thought they had a following, never thought they had friends, whatever, and they got in. And some of them have like 500, some of them have 1,000 people in the ripples now, and they're crossing across 5 or 6 or 7 countries. And it's literally one of the most fun games in the world. And it's the only game I've ever seen that you're going to make money from afterwards. And so right now, I'm looking at my calendar. There's like a 5 or 6 week time period right now where you guys can play this Rippling game, and it's free to play. And you come in, and how it works is after you get an account, you will be given 5 NDAs. An NDA is just a non-disclosure agreement, basically saying, hey, I'm not going to tell anybody about what I learned inside, because we give you a bunch of cool stuff, things that we can't tell you right now on this hangout, because we both signed the NDA. But after you sign the NDA, you'll be given 5 NDAs you can give out to your friends or family members or people you think would be interested. And you send out these 5 NDAs, and you'll see the process. You'll kind of go through it here in a second with us. But you get an NDA, and you put in someone's cell phone or their email address, and it'll generate a code for them. You send them the code. They go to the site. They put in the code. They sign the NDA, and that person's hard-coded to you forever. So anytime in the future, now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 100 years from now, you, your kids, your grandkids, and your great-grandkids will all make money if that person ever buys or downloads an app or does anything inside of the app, which is pretty cool. And after you get all the first 5 of them signed, then it'll unlock 5 more. Now, if you get those 5 unsigned, you'll unlock 5 more. And it's kind of a really fun game. And for most people, the game is how big can we grow our Ripple and how fast can we grow it. And the process, what we're doing right now, and this is how I started my whole Ripple. Got my cell phone out. I texted my buddy, said, hey, I'm part of this new app. It's coming out. I'd love to show it to you. He said, sure. I generated a code for him, sent it out. He signed it, and boom, he was in. And I called him on the phone. This is how it's going to work. Go get 5 people too. And then he started growing his Ripple. And now, 7 days later, we're at 22,000 people and growing like wildfire.
Yeah, and I think it's important to outline to them, though, that this is not like the typical, like, run to your house and sell somebody some, pills and all this nonsense. I mean, first of all, it's free. It doesn't even cost anything. And second of all, when they join, they're on my team, which I'm obviously on your team. So we're able to help them. We're able to help them actually grow their Ripple. And like you said, you have people that are in your Ripple now that have 500, 600 people in their own little Ripple that they never thought they would have. And I think it's important for people, especially all of you watching this. I mean, I get on and I do the weekly blogs every week and the Success Connection. I'm always, telling you that you have to think outside the box, but you also have to you have to believe in yourself and in your own abilities to do things. You can't always look at it and say, oh, well, Anthony has all of this, extra ability because he's on television or he's done this, that, and the other. I mean, the fact of the matter is my specific reach may not even be as great as the reach of some of my students. I mean, that's what's great about this. It's not about how much internet marketing knowledge you have. It's about the connections you have and the people you know and your ability to share and to make your Ripple grow. And I mean, I have friends that have way more friends than I do. So I mean, it's I know their personal Ripple right here in the city that I live is much larger than mine. I mean, it's far larger. So I mean, I think it's great because it gives everybody kind of equal opportunity. I mean, it's not about how much knowledge you have or how long you've been doing marketing or anything. It's just about how much fun you have playing the game and how much you share it.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We're seeing people who've never had success in anything in their life, who, like video game guys, who just play video games all day, and all of a sudden, like, they start playing this game, which is like super addicting, as you'll find out after you start it. But they're building huge teams because they're good at Farmville or whatever. People who have friends on Facebook, and you never know. Like a lot of times you may think, well, I don't have anyone in my personal Ripple that could do anything. But for example, we referred a guy the other day who it was just someone that I kind of knew, and then he referred one of his buddies, and his buddy happened to know somebody who is this huge connector, and that person went and got signed up like 3,000 people in the first 7 days. And so you never know, like in your circle of influence, you're not too many steps removed from someone who can just blow this up if you've never done it, which is exciting. So so for all you guys, we want you to be part of this game for a couple reasons. First off, it's super fun. You'll be addicted. I literally am at my office or my house like 3 or 4 in the morning, checking my Ripples and contacting people. It's so much fun. Like the most fun game I've ever had because it's a game I'm going to get paid for. And so we want to invite you guys to be part of this game. Because it's fun, and also because there's some great earning potential as it keeps kind of rolling out. And so basically what you guys need to do, it's very simple. Down below this video, we're going to have some ways where basically if you guys want to be on Anthony's team and on my team, all you got to do is you got to text us your information, and we've got to get you an NDA. Okay. Now this process is not it's not an automated process, so it's a manual process. We got people on our side who are getting these things, but so as soon as you text us, we'll get the text message. We're going to create one of these NDAs, a non-disclosure for you. We're going to send you out the code, and then you got to go and sign that as quick as possible. Now, here's the reason why. As soon as we sign that for you, you're on a very short timeline because Anthony and us, we only get a few invites at a time. And if you don't sign that invite, then it won't unlock our next 5 invites. It'll sit there until you sign it. So if you haven't signed it in about 10 minutes after we've sent it, we're going to have to cancel it and give that to somebody else. And so it's important that like the second you get a response back from us, if it's a text or an email, the second you hear back, go and sign that NDA as quick as you can, because if not, we've had people that we sent the code out and within 10 minutes they hadn't signed it, and we had to pull it back from them and give it to somebody else. And so it's important, guys, to be engaged in this. Like if you do it, sit by your phone, sit by your computer, and just wait for us to get back to you. It might take an hour. It might just depending on how many come in, how quick. Obviously, we're going to get a lot right now as we're live.
Yeah, we're going to try to make it really quick. I mean, we're going to try not to make it take an hour, but I mean, when you text us, I mean, the numbers are right below the video. Like Russell said, if you look right below, you'll see the numbers. Just shoot a text to that, and we'll text you back with the website address you need to go to and your code, your specific code. And like Russell said, we're kind of on the same playing field as you. I mean, we only have a certain number of invites that we can send, and then, obviously we have to wait for you to confirm. So you've got to stay by the computer. You can do it on your phone, but now we get by your computer. We'll text you back as quickly as possible. We want to get you in on. I mean, I can see that we have a lot of people texting in right now anyway, so I'm sure that it's gonna be a process. But I mean, I enjoyed this. I actually started it, like I was telling you, Russell, before we got on here. I just was playing around on Facebook and made a post last night, and literally I had to pull myself away because normally I make a post on Facebook, and I mean, I have a lot of fans, I have a lot of connections on Facebook. I mean, but normally I make a post and I get, I don't know, maybe 100 responses, 100 replies for every little video I put up or post or whatever. And last night I made a post about this, and I told everybody about it. I'm like, check this out, and if you like it, I'll put your email address in here. Send me a text, and I'll shoot you back this code. Literally, my girlfriend had to yank me out of this chair last night because we'd just flown in from Miami, and I get on here and start playing with this, and I had 200, 300 before I went to bed. People saying, I want in, and I'm trying to get them their codes. And so I had, but some of those people didn't confirm quickly enough, and I had to delete them, remove their ability to sign in, because like you said, I mean, it's all about, I mean, there's people waiting to get on, and you can't just wait forever. So
yeah, so it's cool. So for all you guys, this is a fun game. We want you to be engaged with it and kind of play. So a couple things. Again, the first step, everything's down below here. The first step is get your information to us as quick as you can so we can get your NDA over to you. And second off, we've got a Facebook group just for mine and Anthony's team that we call it Team Tsunami, because we are focusing on helping our Ripple turn into a huge tsunami. And so what's cool is you can come into our Facebook group. We've got a members area. It's got training videos. It's got a whole bunch of stuff because we want to make sure that when you get involved in this, we want you guys seeing success. We want you guys seeing your ripples grow and start seeing how big this can get and how fast it can get. And so we're here to support you 100%. We've got people 24 hours a day on that Facebook group coaching people and helping, and it's the most exciting thing, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and there's just so much positive energy and so many people that are there to help you and make sure you're successful with this. And like I said, we have a members area. Inside the members area, I made a whole bunch of videos to kind of walk you through the process and how it works. Also, all of our leaders who are killing it right now, people just like you who signed up like 3 or 4 days ago and they've already got 1,000 or 2,000 people, they're making videos for us showing like this is what's working for me, because everyone's kind of got their own different style. Like, what Anthony does is going to be different than how you do it, and so we want to make you see or help you see like what's working for people just like you every single day, and then you can emulate it. Okay, a lot of them is coming from cell phone. They're going through their contacts and they're messaging, and some are doing Facebook. A lot of people are doing kind of both of those things. But there's a lot of cool ways to grow your Ripple. But right now is the time to get in, you guys, because again, this company goes live in about 6 weeks from now, and this is the pre-launch before the pre-launch. You guys are getting in early. Anthony's done you guys a huge favor to allow you guys in on this, and you can really capitalize on this. Before we go live in 6 weeks, you could have 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 people in your Ripple, and that just means that much more money when the whole app comes out and everything else is going to be coming with that. So it's an exciting time, you guys, and it's time for you guys to jump on this and become part of it with us.
Yeah, I think it's also really cool that what for all of you that are watching this, I mean, we like to do as much as we can to help you, to teach you. I do the weekly success connections for you, and when Russell told me about obviously the whole Facebook group, the private Facebook group, and the training, I was thinking, man, this is great, because one of the reasons that people typically, fail at anything is they just don't have the coaching, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the help, they don't have the connections. And that's what we're giving you in this Facebook group. I mean, you're able to go on there and connect with other people that are doing this. And I think, like you said, Russell, you have people that never thought they could do this. It's free, so they said, why not? They started giving it a shot. Now they've been able to build their Ripple to, say, 400 or 500 people, and they're so excited about it that they're doing videos and sharing it with other people, showing them, hey, this is how I did it, because at the end of the day, we're all really on the same team. So we all want each other to do well. So, I mean, you want me to do well. Obviously, I want you to do well. We want all of our students and everyone on our team to do well. So I think it's it's just a great change. It's something that's different than just the standard, we're teaching you internet marketing and, that's great, and it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy it, obviously. But this is something where I actually get to be on the same team and to really help a lot of my students do something that's fun, that's easy, that's extremely viral, obviously, and they can make them a lot of money. And so I think it's awesome. I think all of you that are watching right now, if you haven't sent the text message in, do it right now. Just look right below the video. My computer screen's so big here, I push down, but right below the video, you'll see the instructions. Send the text. You'll get a text back. We'll give you a little code and a website address. You go in, put the code in, type in your name so that you can sign the NDA, and then you'll have the ability, like Russell said, to start inviting people to play this game with you and to be on your team. And it's such an easy thing to do because it doesn't cost anything. I think that's the most brilliant part of this. Is free. I mean, you don't have to go and talk your family members into buying some pills that are going to kill all these things that they don't understand. And you don't have to go sell them, a bunch of trinkets and stuff like that. They don't have to get an auto ship of, some kind of energy drink in the mail. I mean, it's free. And it's something that everyone, like you said, once this goes live in 6 weeks, everybody's going to be hearing about it. I mean, everybody's going to be using it. It's an app that millions and millions of people around the world are going to be using. And for all of you that get in right now and get on my team, get on Russell's team, you're going to have the opportunity to earn from that. And obviously, you know how these things are. I mean, look, the sooner you get in, the more people, obviously, that you can put in your Ripple that haven't gotten in someone else's, and then the more earning potential you have. So the time to do it is right now, not 6 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now. Like Russell said, in the last, 7 days, you put 23,000 people in your Ripple, something like that?
Yeah, it's growing fast. And so, big thing I want to say, you guys, and this is interesting. If you don't get this now and you don't tell your friends, in a week from now or 2 weeks from now, they're probably gonna be telling you about it. And at that point, you'll be like, oh, I should have jumped on it when I had the chance. You guys are getting in again before, this is the pre-launch, before the pre-launch type thing. And there's this train that's coming by, and I think in all of our lifetimes, there's always good opportunities that come along. But I think there's once or twice in a lifetime where something that's this big actually comes along, and a lot of people are going to watch this train pass and be like, man, I should have jumped on that train. And other people are going to jump on that train and say, I'm grabbing on both hands, I'm going to hold on as tight as I can, I'm going to go on this ride with you guys. And those are the ones who went on this team because this is moving fast and it's exciting. And I promise you, I had a friend, I told about this 8 days ago before it launched, before the pre-launch started. I called him up on my phone and said, this thing's happening, you need to get involved. He said, I can't, Russell, I'm too busy, I got all these things happening, and he didn't. And then day number 1, I think we signed up, the company as a whole signed up 10,000 people. And I tell him, hey, 10,000 people got in, your friends are getting snapped up. And the next day it was 30,000 and 50,000. Every day he calls me and said, and every day it's so funny because he says, man, I should have signed it back then. And I'm like, you signed it now? No, I can't do it yet because I got too much stuff happening. Anyway, it's been 4 or 5 days like that, and finally, after 4 or 5 days, he's seeing all his friends contacting him, and now he signed up. And I said, man, you missed a golden opportunity that we handed to you, and you missed it because you were too busy or because you had too much other stuff going on. And I know we're all busy. I'm busy in my life. I run 12 companies, and we put all of them on hold because this is so big, and this train is going along, and it's the same for you guys right now. I know you're all busy, but this is something that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can jump on and take advantage of it, or I promise you, you will kick yourself in a week from now when your friends ask you about it. And,
yeah, that's kind of what I saw. I mean, I was, like I said, anniversary trip, 3 days, 3-day weekend in Miami. I mean, I wasn't really in the position.
Worst timing possible, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the worst timing. It couldn't get any worse. I mean, everybody watching this, they know that that I work a lot, and my girlfriend is always filming me. So it's definitely it's a love-hate thing. But it came up to me, and I was thinking, man, I got to shoot a video for my students, get them on this Google Hangout with us so I can tell them about it, because for me, I see the train moving by, and I'm to grab on and catch on myself. And then I think that, like you said, I mean, you run 12 businesses, I run many businesses myself, and I put them on hold to get on here, obviously, and do this, and to film that video, and to do some of the other things we're going to be doing, the trainings and things that we're going to be putting together. And I think the reason for that is because of the simplicity of this. It doesn't matter how busy you are. You can be the busiest person in the world. You have enough time in your day to send 5 people a text message from your phone and say, hey, hop on this, and then follow up with them and say, hey, go tell 5 people about it, right? Because that a lot of people, I think they hear this whole go tell 5 people, go tell 5 people, and they think, oh, that's just it'll never grow, it'll never be that big. But like you said, 5 people later, they may hit the person that ends up having 1,000 friends, or that's the most popular person on a college campus, or a baseball team, or a soccer team, or a football team, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's 4,000 or 5,000 people in your downline, and you don't even. I mean, your little ripple has 5,000 people, and you're like, how did this happen? I only told 5 people. Well, it's because, like you said, you're only a couple of connections away from somebody that's got a lot of influence, a lot of people that they can share this with, and so it's silly to sit there and say, oh, I'm too busy, I'm doing too many things, because I just don't know what anybody could possibly be doing that's more important than, I think you and I were talking about it earlier, than setting yourself up for retirement, setting yourself up for a future that's brighter than today. And I think that's what comes with opportunities like this. When you get in and you actually give it a shot, you put your mind to it, you say, I'm going to fill up my first 5 invites. I'm going to make sure that happens. And once you do that, focus on those 5 people and make sure that they do it. And then the rest is history. It takes care of itself. If you teach people to do what you've done, then it just duplicates. And 6 weeks from now, you'll be thankful that you hopped on the train, and that you didn't say, oh, I'm too busy because I have to take my kids to school, or oh, I'm too busy because I have a job, and all of these different things. I mean, so many people, even one of my good friends that I sent this to over the weekend, I sent it to him, and I was like, look, just sign up for this, send it to 5 people. You will not regret it, right? Like, this is a good opportunity for you. He wrote me back. He's like, dude, this is just, it's not really for me. I've got all this stuff going on. He just got married. He just had a baby. He's working all day. He's like, I just really don't want to do it. So I called him. I'm like, listen, you're an idiot, and I don't want you to be an idiot, but you're going to feel like a bigger idiot 6 weeks from now. So just do it while I'm on the phone. Take 5 minutes to send 5 text messages. He signed up his insurance agent, right? So whoever he bought his insurance from. And his insurance agent called him last night and told him that he had about 40 people coming to his office to sign up this morning. And so, I mean, literally from that one connection, he'll probably get 30 or 40 people just like that, all because I pushed him to do it. So, one of the things we're obviously saying is, you need to get involved in this. You need to be on our team. But once you do, you need to make sure that you push your friends or your family, the people that you care about, into doing this, because you're not selling them anything. So you shouldn't feel bad about telling them, hey, look, don't be stupid. Like, you need to get in on this. You don't need to let this pass you by. And I think that's the most important thing, is that once you get involved, and once you get on our team, help your team grow, help our team grow, and make sure to share it with other people.
Yeah, and you'll be amazed, you guys. Like, as soon as you get your first person that builds the second ripple, like, it was so exciting. We're all freaking out here. And then as soon as it gets to the second country, and then the third country, and you will be shocked at how fast your ripple grows. You'll be shocked at the influence you actually have. A lot of us don't realize how much influence we have on people, but this gives you the ability to actually see that and to track it, and then to actually make money off in the future, which is awesome. So again, you guys, everything's down below here. Text the numbers. Let's get you in as quick as we can. And like Anthony said, after you're in, then do the same thing we just did. Get people on. Tell people about this opportunity, because you don't want them missing it either. This is the first time, and I've been teaching internet marketing stuff for a long time. I know you have as well. I've never got my friends or my family members or people I cared about involved in anything before, ever.
Me neither.
And because most of them, like, in all honesty, most of them probably couldn't have figured out how to drive traffic to your website, or to create a product, or the other things. This is something everybody can do. We're all on our phones every single, like, this thing sits next to my bed at night, and like, we all have one of these. If you got one of these, you can be successful in this business.
We're on live Google Hangouts with them, and we don't even put them far enough away that we're not interrupted with text messages while we're on this. I mean, that's the reality of it, right? I mean, your phone is with you all the time, so you've always got the opportunity to share this.
Yeah, so it's awesome. But that's about it, you guys, and I appreciate, Anthony, you coming on this. I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun to watch your ripple grow even faster now too, and see everybody else involved. And I know there's some superstars out there who don't even know they're superstars yet, and you will get involved in this, and suddenly you'll realize that, man, I have more influence than I ever dreamed about. and it's exciting. So again, guys, the numbers are down below. After you do that, come jump in our Facebook group, hang out with our team, get to know everybody. We are here to help you and support you and help your Ripple grow as fast as you can, because we want to see you succeed. And that's kind of it, you guys. We're here for you, and excited to see your Ripples grow.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. So look, thanks for joining us for my first, I guess, live Google Hangout. So thanks for hanging out with me today. It's a lot of fun, and it's exciting, it's innovative, and it's new. I look forward to seeing all of you on there. We'll be sending you some emails with some training on how you can help your Ripple grow. We'll also send you emails to the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, the members area, so you can get the training, but you can also get with other people that are in Russell's Ripple or our Ripple, and they can help you with just some of the things that they've done, some of the ideas they've had to help their Ripples grow. So make sure that right now, before we sign off, because we're getting ready to, I want to go check mine and see how much my Ripple has grown since we've been on here, and I'm sure Russell wants to check his. Right below the video, just follow the instructions. Just send a text message to the number below. We'll shoot you back your code. We'll let you in. Remember, like Russell said earlier, like I said earlier, you've got to take action fast. Once we send you your unique code, you've got to get in, go to the website, type it in. It takes 2 seconds. It doesn't ask you for any personal information. Just take a couple of seconds, fill out the form, sign up, and get started. That way you'll be on our team, and you'll be on your way to helping start your Ripple and making it grow and grow and grow. And hopefully you'll have a few thousand people in your Ripple very soon. So Russell, look, man, thanks for coming on here. I've had a good time. It's my first time. Thanks for all of my students for joining us on our first live hangout. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. So it depends. We'll see how big my Ripple grows and how many of you start growing your Ripples. And if all these Ripples are taking place, then maybe we'll hang out together every week. So thanks for being here, man. We appreciate it. I look forward to working with you on this, and also to helping our students, really make something that's going to be, I think, massive for them in the next 6 weeks. So I'm excited about it, and I know they are. So we'll hop off here. We'll let them all get started, and then everybody, like I said, there's a website address below for the private Facebook group. Get on it, get started, get involved, get engaged, take advantage of all the training. And like Russell said, we're here to help you and help you make your Ripples grow and help us make this a really profitable venture for all of us.
Awesome. Thanks.
All right, Thanks, everybody.
You guys.